Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for coming out here today on really an exciting announcement and something that's like really practical for our community, because we're here to talk about taking care of our youngest, most cherished people in the community, and that's our little babies. Certainly everybody can come together and say, if we can help our babies, we need to do that. And also, we've got a lot of need as well. Who's ever bought diapers here in this room before? Let's see a show of hands, okay? So my wife and I had 4 kids. We were in diapers for 7 years nonstop. And I just remember every time going to the store to buy diapers, I would just gulp by what we were having to pay for diapers. I mean, lots of diapers for 7 years, okay? So we're really happy that we're going to be able to do something about it, because the reality is that 1 in 3 families in our community cannot afford the full cost of diapers. And if you don't have babies and saying, this is nice, but it doesn't really affect me, think again about that, because diaper need is a health issue, it's a workforce issue, it's a community issue. You know, without basic hygiene products for babies, for diapers, for instance, babies suffer. When babies suffer, that means their parents suffer. When they suffer, sometimes it means they miss work as well. They can't go to daycare. So it kind of has a real ripple effect on us. So I would say nothing is as rewarding as raising a child, but it's not cheap as well. So families should not have to choose between food and diapering their children. And this is a problem as a community that we're getting after. And we're moving around this and say, okay, how can we get more diapers for more kids, for more families that need help? So one of the things I'm hoping that's going to come out of this press conference here today is when you all show this tonight on the news, and please put your tickers, say, here's how you can help the diaper bank. We'll take money, we'll take diapers, we'll take all kind of things, but let's get more diapers given here to our community. Now, our team at Metro Government has been working with the St. Bernadette Diaper Bank and other organizations across Metro and Metro Council Women's Caucus to do just that as well. Now, I'm really proud of our Metro Council Women's Caucus. It's relatively young, but already full of power. You'll be hearing from Councilwoman McCraney more on that here in a second, so I want to thank them. So this today literally is a big announcement. Today, we celebrate a mass shipment of diapers. 500,000 diapers. That's right, Renee. 500,000 diapers into the community. They're going to help move the needle on helping families and kids across our city through the diaper bank. Now, people would say, 500,000 diapers? That's a lot of diapers. True. But we have 800,000 people in our community. Clearly, all 800,000 people don't use diapers. But there's a big chunk of them that do. They use more than one a day, so diaper usage gets pretty big, pretty quick. So we need more diapers. And much of that work starts here. On behalf of our city, I want to say a big thank you to Deanna Hornback for the wonderful job that you're doing, Director of the St. Bernadette Diaper Bank, for running this operation on a volunteer basis for 9 years, okay? This is what a great citizen looks like right here. We really appreciate that. And your sacrifice and hard work have impacted literally thousands of children and their families across our city. Renee is Deanna's daughter, and she's up here, and she's been working here since she's been 2 years old. And how old are you now?
I'm 10.
And she's 10. She's double digits now. So that's putting in 80% of her life here has been at the diaper bank, so that's pretty impressive. I also want to thank and recognize our team at our Office of Resilience and Community Services. They've got big hearts, and if there's ever any way to help people, they're like, we've got ideas, and they're always ready to on the go. So I want to thank them on behalf of Louisville Metro Government. They're part of the city government as well, obviously, through a special allocation of the Federal Community Services Block Grant CARES funding. So they had the initiative to figure out, okay, we got this need, are diapers eligible, how do we apply, how do we get that turned around, and then voila, we make it happen. It's not that easy, but they made it happen. I want to say a special shout out to Sarah Teeters and Sam Clausey for supporting this project and providing logistics for this massive order of diapers. So thank you all for making this good thing happen. A lot of people came together to make this happen. And now we're going to hear from RCS, the Resilience and Community Services Director, Tamika Laird, and she's going to talk a little bit about how all this came to be, and I want to thank her for her compassionate leadership as well. Director Laird.
Thank you, Mayor. I am so excited to be a part of this event. As a proud representative of Louisville Metro Office of Resilience and Community Services, RCS is not also an agency of Louisville Metro government, but we are a community action agency, one of 23 in the state of Kentucky. Fighting poverty is our #1 goal and mission. And as we move forward, we always think about the great need in our community and how we can get out there and help. And one of the ways is by being a partner in this overall issues that we see in our community, especially around those our most vulnerable and underserved population. As a community action agency, we have a responsibility to advocate and do outreach for our low to moderate income families and provide essential services that provides housing, utility assistance, food, and financial empowerment services. Diapers are certainly an essential need for parents, especially parents who have kids, babies. I am one of them. Well, not babies anymore, thank goodness. But they are pricey. We know the cost. And inflation and what we have seen in our city, they have actually risen probably 10 to 15%. So the average cost of an actual diaper could range from anywhere from $50 to $80, depending on the bulk of the bundle. As the rising cost of diapers and prices serious burden on low to moderate income families, forcing them to make hard decisions between buying food or purchasing diapers. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to our community? We should be able to serve and be able to survive and live a self-sufficient life. After hearing about the increased demand at St. Bernadette Diaper Bank, our RCS team wanted to help in any way we could. I want to give a special thanks to the Community Service Block Grant Funding. It's federal funding that we receive through our agency, and COVID Cares helped make this happen. So thank you, not for COVID Cares for the pandemic, but thank you for the after effect of the influx of funding that has come into Jefferson County or Louisville. 500,000 diapers will go a long way in helping our agencies served by St. Bernadette Diaper Bank, and along the way helping families in need that need diapers. I want to thank Deanna Hornback and the folks from St. Bernadette for their outstanding work. And when I say that, I mean it again, outstanding work. And then also I want to thank the Louisville Metro Office of Women. Thank you to Gretchen for bringing this to our attention. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Gretchen. And then also the Louisville Metro Council Women's Caucus. Thank you so much. As we uprise and heighten awareness around these issues, we need to do more. And as a collaborative, as a community, we have to step up to the plate. So I also want to thank the Compassionate Partnership gathered here for your commitment to helping residents live healthy lives and productive lives. And then I also want to thank the mayor. Can't go without thanking the mayor. Thank you, Mayor, for your support and your continued support and advocacy. I want to turn it back over to the mayor.
All right, thank you, Director. Now let's hear from the lady that we've been throwing all this love at here, and that's Deanna Hornback, Director of the St. Bernadette Diaper Bank. I mean, it's one thing to have a lot of diapers coming to the community, but if we don't have a way to get them out, that's a problem for us. So Deanna's been doing this yeoman's work here now for almost a decade here, and we really appreciate that. Please welcome Deanna.
Hi. First of all, I want to thank the mayor and his staff. Without them, we couldn't do this. I want to thank the Office of Resilience and Community Services. This is like the most amazing donation I think we've ever received. The Office for Women, Gretchen, has been absolutely wonderful. She came to me one time and said, if you could get a influx of diapers, could you take them? I said, well, sure, we'll make it happen. And boy, did she mean an influx of diapers. So with that, I want to thank Matthew and Larry. They're the owners of this warehouse, and they were a godsend at the last minute to make this happen. And the Louisville Women's Metro Caucus, Councilwoman Paula McCraney has supported us since they started their caucus, just about, I think, and that has been a huge help with them and with Gretchen. Diaper need has really gotten out there in the last few months, like extra. I mean, we've been doing this for 9 years, but it's really put a light on the diaper need here in Louisville with their support and with the mayor's office support. So with everybody coming together, it's really put a huge impact on it. You know, and this is a huge donation. It's a lot of diapers. But with that being said, in order to meet the need in Louisville, we need 3 million diapers a year. Last year, we gave out 137,000 diapers. So, as always, we take all the diapers and donations we could get because this will be huge, and we're going to be able to add agencies. We were working with 13 local agencies. When we found out about this wonderful, wonderful donation, we took a leap of faith and added 6 more, so we have 19. But I encourage any and all 501c3 agencies that need help to reach out. You can email at stbernadetteDiaperbank@gmail.com. And Saint does have to be spelled out, but we welcome more agencies. The more agencies we get, the more diapers we're going to be able to get out, and the word's going to get out even more. And I just want to thank, the community, my family, if it wasn't for, my daughter and Chris, and my husband Chris, and my mother Cheryl back here hiding. This wouldn't all became possible. So I just want to thank everybody for coming together, because in order to do this and change lives one diaper at a time, we have to do it together as a community. So, and with that, I'm going to turn it back over to the mayor.
Great job. Let's hear from Renee here. She's been giving a big part of her life here to this. So come on over here and share a few words with us. What's this mean to you?
I mean, I've always been supportive of helping all the babies in need. I have been working since I was 2, but I was actually the inspiration for the diaper bank.
Oh, really?
When I was really little and my Mimi was telling me a thing came on the TV of the diaper bank, and that's when she started one in Virginia Beach. And she tried and convinced my mom to do it, and then my mom did it, and we've been helping ever since then.
Well, I think we can all agree Renee's done a great job, and you're a great speaker, too. The inspiration here. Okay, so we need our city to be inspired to get 3 million diapers a year to take care of the need here that we have in Louisville. And if there's anybody that's going to help to raise that inspiration, it is the Louisville Metro Council Women's Caucus. They have been they hosted a diaper drive during the month of March. They saw great community support. Councilwoman Paula McCraney and Cassie Chambers have been leading the charge, and Councilwoman Paula McCraney here is here with us today to share some more thoughts and inspiration for us to keep collecting diapers. Councilwoman.
Thank you. It is a great pleasure to serve as the co-chair of the Louisville Metro Council Caucus for Women, and with the incredible Councilwoman Cassie Chambers Armstrong. But can you just imagine not being able to go to work because you can't afford diapers? Wanting to take your child to daycare, but you know that you don't have a supply to give. And if you don't have that supply, they often turn the child away. That is incomprehensible. So the Women's Caucus, through the Office of Women and all of their incredible work, decided to partner. and we will not rest until we know that everyone is taken care of in our community. And not only that, but I'm taking it a step further. I have filed a resolution to ask the General Assembly to please take up the measure of diapers and to do away with the tax on diapers. This resolution has been filed, and we will be taking up the measure in this month at the Metro Council. And I am hopeful that once we deliver this to the General Assembly, they will understand the necessity and the urge. And with this big infusion of diapers and this big donation, I don't believe that they can refuse to consider other measures that will help. Thank you.
All right, we're doing our part here down in Louisville, so we're asking the state for a little help here as well. And, you know, obviously there's a big need on this, but we're talking about economic issues up here as well. When a mother or a family needs diapers, they shouldn't have to pay that extra tax on this. And with all the costs that we have seeing going up here in the community right now and around the whole country, it's great to get a break every once in a while. So that's part of what this is all about. Now, the St. Bernadette Diaper Bank supplies diapers to agencies that assist low-income and houseless families and are out there working on diaper donations themselves. So a representative of one of our agencies is with us today. La Casita Center has been a tremendous partner with the city for quite some time now, helping in a variety of different ways, but obviously helping families that are in transition is a big part of what they do. So we're delighted to have Eva Astudillo with us here today, who's going to share some thoughts with us from La Casita. Eva?
Well, good afternoon. Buenas tardes. It is such a pleasure to be here today. And on behalf of La Casita team, Chris and I want to thank all the city agencies that are participating, and also San Bernadette Diapers Bank, but especially I want to make sure that I get out a message from Karina Varillas, in which she said to Diane, how blessed we are to be working with you, how lucky we are to be working with agencies that believe in our vision and our mission, and that know that this work is important and its impact. La Casita Center accompanies hundreds of families from the Latinx and immigrant community who are in need of diapers every year. When the pandemic first started, we were faced with the challenge of changing everything from in-person services to a remote platform. During this time, we witnessed an increase of financial disadvantage for Latinx families who were directly impacted by COVID-19 and its economic effects. We saw new parents, frontline workers getting sick and losing their jobs. And we also saw future moms having to make challenging financial decisions to afford the basics and still needing to decide how much food to put on the table, which bills to pay, which goods to buy, including diapers for their kids. It is important to say that the partnerships like this, like San Bernardine's Diapers Bank, has directly supported the mission of La Casita since 2015. It has given us the capacity to share with families essential goods, like diapers. But that is just half of the story. The truth is that when the community support projects like the diaper banks, individuals are sharing way more than goods. These individuals are sharing their love, their solidarity with families, supporting the work and the mission of organizations like ours. And as a Latinx-led organization whose staff also belongs to the community, we are acquainted with the challenges that these families have to face. We know that to show the impact, data it is important. So we are happy to share that even in 2021, in the middle of the pandemic, not being able to serve in person, having to do it through our delivery networks, we were still able to distribute over 700 deliveries to houses and homes to families, thanks to this partnership.